Oh, you weren't kidding.
Now, I had been a good boy this entire year, so to treat myself this Thanksgiving, I decided to order myself a 50-ounce tomahawk steak. After looking at the menu and pondering about the cost for a good 5 minutes, I decided in the end to just full send it and enjoy the experience. To start off, they gave us some warm towels to freshen up your face and your hands before eating, as well as some dressing appetizers. We have almonds, olives, and Gouda cheese. Next, they gave you the wine menu. I went with the Rosada Moscato d'Asti. After that came the bread rolls, and they had a wide variety to choose from. I went with the honey cheddar biscuits, but there were also butterfly croissants that were really good. As well, the rolls came with a variety of loaded butters.
Blood orange and tarragon. In the middle we have our house smoked sea salt. And then the last one is a black truffle and chives.
Next was the appetizers, and for this time it was the soup of the day, which was the curry butternut squash.
That is very flavorful.
And now it was time for the main event.
Oh, you weren't kidding. I'm actually speechless. What is it on top of?
Cowboy onion.
Cowboy onions. I couldn't believe it. It was right there in front of me. 50 ounces of a tomahawk steak. Now I'm thinking they advertised this to serve 2 people, but looking at it in real life, it could have fed a village.
I don't know how I'm gonna approach this. I can tell you it's still warm. It's actually still sizzling. The oil is dripping off, or the juice is dripping off. And I can see that it is 50 ounces with the bone in. And look at that, it's as big as my forearm, just about. The size of the steak, it's about as big as my face. You could cut a dinosaur with this thing, and they give it to you for the steak. So, I removed some weight, so let's see if I can. The bone is hot. I don't recommend trying this without gloves on, but it is sagging under its own weight. Whew. Here, let me. You can kind of see it on the inside here. We do have the medium, and it's still steaming. I might fog up the camera lens, but it's still steaming. Cheers. Good crust, good fatty content. You have to have this crusty char on it because that brings more of the flavor to it. And you would think a 50-ounce steak would be sufficient enough, but no, you have to have sides with it. So of course, we have 2 classics right here. On this side, we have their standard house garlic mashed potatoes. And on the other side, their premium side, is the lobster mac and cheese. And try to cut into this and scoop out. Crack that open. And it's still steaming. Woo! I'm not sure what noodle they use. I'm not sure what cheese they used. But it looks all good. And I appreciate that they baked it at the end to get that extra crunch at the end. Good mac and cheese. It's not too oily, it's not runny, it is a good amount of creaminess. The lobster itself is chunked very well, it is fresh. You do have the crunch from the breadcrumbs and the bacon on top, and I was actually scared of the peas, but they don't add too much distraction to the overall flavor of the mac and cheese. Now, one thing that they had actually just added is they gave us the option of these house red wine sauce that goes with the steak. And they gave you this tiny baby little spoon. So cute. I'm just gonna go ahead and cover these boys with some of that sauce. Sauce did add an extra dimension to the flavor of the steak and was a great addition. But after all this savoriness, it was time to move on to dessert.
Caramel sauce, 2 chocolate spoons, 2 sugar sticks, and whipped cream. Half and half. Have our mugs here as well. This is our Mexican roast French press.
I guess for me, I have to build my own coffee. Start off with the half and half. Just a little splash. A sugar stick. Just let that sit in there. Caramel sauce. She gave us chocolate spoons. Take some of this cream. Boop. I will take a chocolate biscotti.
And I will enjoy what is essentially an appetizer for the main dessert course. The coffee was amazing, Mexican roast, French press, all the little trinkets that it came with were very fun to play with, and the biscotti itself was very nice. And with that, we move on to our main dessert course.
This first one is called the Bake Alaska, which from what I can tell is a stack of ice cream.
Okay.
That is thick. Okay. This outer coating was just cream, and they torched it. Let's see if I have room in my stomach first. So. It's marshmallow. I don't know why they're called a baked Alaska. Actually, never mind. Alaska because it's cold. Ice cream is cold. Baked because they torched it around. That's smart. That's big smart. A creme brulee that they torched on top to get there that crispy top is the torched top of the creme brulee. They just had that as an extra tip. I broke it. I carved it out. Here you see the cream filling inside, and that's the actual dessert. That's the creme brulee. Sugary, crunchy top, and then you have the filling. That is a smooth, sweet egg tart.
And that will conclude our restaurant experience for today. Again, this was the Black and Blue Restaurant Steakhouse. The steak was good, the sides were good, the appetizers, the desserts, everything was very enjoyable. So again, I wanted to thank you all for watching this video, and
Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Thank you for all your support. Have a wonderful time with yourself and your friends and